Hello and welcome to another video. Alright, study the image on the screen here and see if you can come up with a really good move for white. Okay, remember, check the checks. So you think of a good move for white, pause the screen, and then when you're ready hit play because I'm about to reveal the answer. Okay, so pause the screen if you want to come up with what you think is the best move for white, because now I'm going to reveal the answer. The answer is put the king in check. The king only has one move. He gets out of the way. But you see now, what's a really great move for white? Do you see it? Pause the screen if you want to. But here it comes. Check. Now the king's in check. He's got to deal with it. Now he just lost a rook and white is significantly better. So now let's go back. So it's good to look at these things and imagine not only, okay, if I put the king in check, he's only got one move. Don't just go that far because you'll think, well, what's the point of that? You have to imagine, okay, if I put the king in check and he goes here, what's my next move? Do I have a good move? The thing to look at is notice that the rook is in line with the king. And this bishop is on a dark square. When you imagine taking this rook up here and saying check, and you imagine the king coming up here, then it's your turn. You say check. He's got to do something about it. Boom. You take his rook. Second example here. Let's see. White queen's going to come down and get a free bishop. And if black just says, well, I've lost my bishop, but I'm not going to let that queen get so close to my king, I'm going to take it. Now you've lost your bishop. Yes, you got their queen, but now you've lost your queen. So you've traded queens and you've lost a bishop. Is there a better move for black after white comes down and takes the bishop? I invite you to pause the screen and look and see what's a great move for black in this position. Okay, pause it, because if you want to try to figure it out, pause it. Otherwise, I'm going to give the answer right now. And the answer is always check the checks, just like in the first example. Always check the checks. Now, the king is in check from the bishop. And you say, well, what is that going to do? Well, let's see. What can white do about it? Can the king move? No, the king can't move here. He's in check. He's in check by the bishop, so he can't move there. And you say, but well, Greg, the bishop can come here and block. Yeah. And then what happens? Now he's still in check and he's just lost a bishop. And you say, well, but Greg, he can use this knight to block. But now look, he just lost his queen. So you say, well, I'll block with this knight. Yeah. Just lost his queen again. You say, well, I'll block with this rook. Well, guess what? The rook can't move. He's pinned. And again, he loses the queen. And if you say, well, I guess I'll block with the queen. Yeah. And now he loses the queen. So always check the checks.